Hello and welcome to Perspectives. So once again, a very quick reminder, we are live, so your tweets will be included in the show. I can't be as live as the Jalsa Pakistan is seeing these days, but still we'll try to be as interesting as possible. I say that with a smirk because 2013, I was hopeful we'll hear new things, we'll hear new promises, new slogans, new ideas, new ideologies. But unfortunately, I'm hearing exactly the same thing. At times, slightly frustrating because the world has moved on. The nation has moved on. Even Pakistanis, I'd like to believe, have moved on. We are a much more intelligent nation. We are a much more aware nation because of the internet, because of technology, because of travel. Pakistanis have seen a lot of the world. We are comparing ourselves with countries which are way ahead of us in industrialization. I'm not saying first world, second world, I'm saying industrialized countries. Before the show, we were having an informal discussion here where one of my friends, who I'd introduced just now, suggested, why can't we have a biometric system for election? I remember doing a show about 4 years ago on the e-governance department of Pakistan. On their website, which has now since then been removed, it actually said that the e-governance department was set up in Mr. Musharraf's era. After about 3 weeks of setting up the department, there was a fire. All data was lost, and since then, there has been no e-governance department. And then the website disappeared, the whole division disappeared. How impossible can it be to document not the finance, not the economy, but just the records of this country? It can't be impossible. But there isn't a will. There has never been a will, and there never will be a will. That's a harsh statement, and people accuse me of that negativity. But I say there will never be a will because it just doesn't suit anyone. It doesn't suit me. It doesn't suit you. It doesn't suit the bureaucracy. It does not suit the government to document everything, to organize everything, because that would alter the way we live. That will alter the way we conduct our lives. All this will change the moment we have the desire to do something different, something better, something new. And that desire has to come from within you and within me. We don't need a leader. We don't need a politician. Leaders are okay. Politicians are all right. Even the government is all right. Given the situation, given the dynamics, given the facts around us, I think we're doing pretty well. It's about time we stop complaining and moaning and just arguing, and he's bad and she's good and the government was bad. The governments are not bad. They're all right. Sure, they could be better. There's a lot more to be done. But I think we fielded democracy very well. I think we fielded international relations very well. I think we fielded our economy very well, given the adversities against us. It is very easy to say that all adversities are within us. They're not. There are a lot of adversities from outside. But I think we're fielding them quite well. But then, what I started my discussion with, then why old statements? Why old slogans? Why the same old promises? Why the same old accusations? We need to do better. And let's start with that discussion. Why are we not doing better? On my right, representing Muttahida Qawmi Movement, a very young, dynamic Mr. Ali Rashid. Thank you very much for being here. On my left, representing Jamaat Islami, Mr. Syed Qutb Ahmed. Thank you very much. And a very dear friend on my far left, representing Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz Group, Mr. Nihal Hashmi. Thank you very much for being here. Representing Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, Mr. Ali Zaidi is habitually late. He's missing again. Unfortunate. But we don't do this on PTV. We do this on private channels. When a guest is late repeatedly, we used to leave empty chairs and a little board, but we don't do that anymore. We've moved on. But parties which are trying to change the world, it'd be great if they had an eye on their watch. Now, sir, I'd like to start with you. I watched today's Jalsas. First of all, and unfortunately again, 3 blasts in Quetta, a car with explosives in Islamabad. That was disturbing. But in today's Jalsa, Mr. Nawaz Sharif was also reminiscing about the bomb blasts, about not the bomb blasts, the nuclear arsenal. And Mr. Imran Khan was the usual Balle ka Phaita, and Nawaz Sharif, you will not have this turn. What is this obsession that PTI has with you? What have you done? And why neither one of you, I will come to these 2 opponents in a second, why neither one of you is actually tackling 2014 to 2018, which will be your real domain?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Faisal, for giving me such an opportunity. First of all, what your question was that Mr. Khan was saying that petty with the Balla. It reflects the mindset. It is a mindset, and it reflects how mature you are. That yes, you can use such a word when it is required. Now you are addressing the nation. You are heading towards a new change. You are heading towards a prosper Pakistan, developed Pakistan, peaceful Pakistan. And you have to focus on Pakistan's economy, Pakistan's prosperity, Pakistan's foreign affairs. So what we are saying is this, that Mr. Nawaz is explaining this nuclear arsenals, and it is an achievement of entire, not only Pakistan, but entire Ummah, that in science we have gone up to that level, and we are the nation, we can achieve everything, we can do everything if we are given an opportunity. If our scientists, our intelligentsia, our people who want to do something for Pakistan, they are skilled people. So, it was a dream of entire Ummah, and particularly of Pakistanis, that we can achieve this goal. There was always a saying from our border that Pakistan is unable even to make a needle. Now we have shown that we are up to that level, up to that mark, and that gives you a self-confidence, self-satisfaction, one pride, one feel very pride and proud that we are up to that level. Besides that, we are also mentioning that we have gone for motorway, we have gone for coastal highway, new port, new cities, new buildings, new hospitals, new universities, systems, new transportation systems, new
ports, new cities?
Yes, yes.
Where?
Where in Pakistan, brother?
Where exactly?
Where?
Gwadar Port.
Is that
not even noticed?
Mia Saab's achievement?
Yes, it's Mia Saab's achievement.
No. Okay.
This coastal highway is Mia Saab's achievement. This Jira terminal is Mia Saab's achievement. This Chashma power project is Mia Saab's achievement, brother. Ghazi Brotha is Mia Saab's achievement. F7 Thunder is Mia Saab's achievement. It is Mia Saab's. Then marriage, then denationalization of financial institution, one window operation, and abolishing this red channel and introducing green channel. And trade was improved. You have
okay. I will have to grant you this, that his first tenure was very business and industry friendly. I used to stand up and salute him when he opened the currency, the red channel. He,
second channel with second tenure with
tax deduction of original. Yes. He did all of that. I respect that completely. But I must also comment. He was talking in his Jalsa today that in his time there was no load shedding.
Yes, there was
no load shedding. But then I just kind of something just went in my stomach. I said, hang on. I think he's the one who shut down all the IPPs.
Yes,
which alhamdulillah led to great load shedding. No, regardless of
go to that, just a minute. You have to find out the reason. The reason was the kickback.
Of course.
Yes, you know it better than me.
Same accusation.
They have gone to this half-power project.
Sir, I fully agree. Same accusation which was against Daewoo and the motorway. And then half the projects were shut there. So one party would say, oh, we shut down roads because there were kickbacks. The other party would say, we shut down IPPs for kickbacks.
IPP's kickback was established.
But likewise for Metro Best accusations. But my point.
No Metro?
But my point.
Well, so we have got a
accusation.
My point. MQM, and let him defend himself. MQM is accused that while reconstructing Karachi 5 years ago, there was a lot of pilferage money. Maybe, I don't know. I'm saying it was fair. I know. I'll let you defend. I don't know. But I did get roads. Mia Saab, when he made that motorway, you know what? Fantastic road, we're still using it. Hubco, we're still using it. Had those IPPs been fixed on the kickbacks and not shut down, we'd have a lot of electricity today.
Shut down. We fixed them.
No, we didn't.
Asked them to reduce their amount.
They decayed and destroyed and rusted away.
No.
Sir, I'll come to you in a second.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. I think the reality of the situation is everybody of us are basically working on a very short-term kind of working there. We need to look far beyond what is we are basically going through that.
Sure. I fully agree.
I think the matter of load shedding, we have to understand one thing. As a Jamaat-e-Islami, we have a tremendous plan of so much. We have a kind of a plan where we say, using this load shedding thing or energy crisis, we can actually pay off our complete debt out in 15 years. And I tell you how can we do that. You know, our indigenous coal, right, what we have in Pakistan, can really service our all requirements for the next 300 years. And one thing what we are trying to come up with is this. Our major plants are furnace oil manufactured plants. And they're all imported oils. What we are trying to say is this. There is a technology in China which is called coal water slurry technology.
So I'm going to my point. I'm going to interrupt you. Energy is just one issue. I'm talking about the kind of promises and the kind of achievements being talked about.
I'm coming towards that.
So I'd like you to focus on that.
The only thing what I'm trying to say is this. You have to be honest with yourself and with the country first.
Absolutely.
That is the main thing. And you were just mentioning about Karachi and the development, what Nematullah Khan has done and the projects with you. I give you one example for the kind of things we faced. You know, this is Bandar Island, which is very much famous with the name of Malik Riaz these days. We had developed a plan, and we had invited Intel and Microsoft and other companies to develop. We were planning to build an infrastructure whereby Intel and Microsoft could come up here and develop their development centers, and then work the first year outside of Pakistan. We wanted to do because all the profits, the companies were establishing something here, the revolving of the economy, and it's a simple economic concept is this. When you build up a factory here, you put up some employees there, human resources involved there, the people come in there, they work in there. So
I just have a question.
I just have a question.
I just have a question for him. I just want to ask him that, as he was saying that the only reason MQM scrapped that thing was because Jamaat-e-Islami started it, right? Yes. So that's kind of contradicting what they say, because what they've been saying earlier is that all the projects which Mustafa Kamal started or was doing were off Jamaat-e-Islami. So
it's two different things on that.
I'd like to bring back the focus. What I'm saying was, you wanted Intel, they wanted MR, and now it's Mr. Malik Riaz. Can I get word from both of you that whatever happens, whoever comes, can we finally just develop those two islands?
That's what it is.
And whoever it is, let's just do it.
That's what it is. Only the difference is, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to revive the economy. We are trying to put in jobs into the economy. We are trying to put in people to start working there, make some money out of there, rather than what is happening.
But you know what would be beautiful? If everyone sat and discussed how it would happen, instead of saying, you did this, he did this,
very good
we did
point.
that. We need to go beyond that.
Did you approach that?
Lot has been said. I open it for you.
Basically, I would like to say that I think it's been very clear. I think I don't need to give any justifications when it comes to Karachi and the kind of work that's been done here by MQM when Mustafa Kamal was the mayor. And I feel that if MQM comes again, and inshallah it will, then we'll be able to change a lot of things. And I think if you look, I feel that we should not look at these 5 years in isolation.
Right.
I think you should also look at the time when MQM actually had powers. I think in this government we didn't. When you talk about foreign investment coming in, I think the main reason it's not is because of the security issues in Karachi, especially the kind of things which are going on.
Right.
I want to ask you, when we had the Home Ministry, not this time around, the last time around, were there any target killings? Were there any issues? Let me complete. I didn't interrupt when you were talking.
But I'd like to comment on what you
said. Sure. You can open to both of you.
You'll get your turn. So, nothing like that was happening. Everything, I knew friends who were settled abroad, and they were actually disposing their investments abroad and coming back and settling back. I'm sure you know of such cases too at that point. A lot of people were coming back because they believed in the fact that Karachi in Pakistan is on the right track. But right now, obviously, it is not the same. It's different. And the credit for that goes to MQM.
But I'm going to have to slightly interject here, Arshad.
All right.
And I let Kutub also ask this question. You can't just absolve yourself by saying we didn't have home ministry. MQM...
I'm talking about the law and order.
I'm talking about law and order. I'm also talking about law and order.
Okay.
MQM has massive street power.
Okay.
MQM has Nihal, am I right? MQM has massive influence.
Not now.
Let's talk about. I'm
sure.
talking about last year.
Not even last year. Even the people.
I'm talking about the era that just went by. Generally speaking,
let me
I'll let me phrase the question. I'll let you.
Then let
MQM has supposedly.
Yes.
MQM has great influence over people. MQM has street power, and Karachi they have a large footprint. We can't argue with that completely. You may share that footprint. So that you let me. With that footprint,
right?
There was a town police in Mustafa Kamal's time, which did great service.
Yeah.
All disappeared for whatever reason. What I'm saying is, you have the capability. Or if you didn't, then you would have to admit, no, we don't have that capability. As a party, not even as government, as a party, to bring some comfort and peace in Karachi.
Look, we've tried our level best to do whatever we could with the limited resources which we had in the government, the stakes which we had. And as you know, it's been very turbulent with People's Party when we were there. We were coming, going. I mean, a lot of people look at it very negatively. I think you should look at it, from a positive point of view, that we were going and coming. But why? On real issues. Because obviously, we were together, but when we were actually seeing the kind of promises they made were not being fulfilled, the elements which were actually destroying the peace of Karachi were being supported by some,
Sure.
So obviously, so we came out, and then obviously...
It came out 4 days before the government dissolution.
No.
That just doesn't count.
No.
That doesn't count.
No, I'm talking about all the time when we walked...
Yeah, but she never walked out. So that doesn't count.
No, we came back.
What kind of power you require when you have a governor and you have all the ministers available?
No, the governor can't be accused.
Just let me finish one.
It's not the governor's
ceremonial. It's not his job.
Let me tell you what 2 or 3 stories which happened just with me. There was a firing just outside my house. My 4-year boy just escaped that firing.
Okay.
And from that moment, whenever he tells a story, thai का जिक्र जरूर करता है वो. अब्दू thai हो रहा था. This is what was happening in Karachi. My house was robbed 2 weeks before. This is a situation which every Karachi person faces every day here. What kind of a power MQ? Just let me finish it. Let me finish. What kind of a power MQ wants? When you have a governor, you have ministers, you have wonderful relations with People's Party, you have all the things available. Altaf Hussain basically nominated President Zardari for his post. How can you just get out of that? 13 years you were with, if you just count the eras, you were with Musharraf, you were with People's Party. But let me just do one more thing. People of Karachi are so much depressed these days. You know what happened with my wife? I took her to the doctor. She was feeling pain in her leg and her head, everything. The doctor said, your wife is basically the patient of anxiety. And she said that 80% women of Karachi are basically the patients of anxiety.
And that's because of MQM?
Yes, because of MQM.
Okay.
Because of the
that's sad.
Just the women.
Ironically, breaking hearts.
I said, let me tell you one thing. Because
ironically,
the locality I live in, in Gulshan Iqbal, where every day we hear voices of gunshots. There are plots.
Just give me a moment, Nihal. I need you here as an independent on Karachi, because DMLN has no interest in Karachi for whatever reason. Where do you lay the blame?
I strongly protest. Please.
Why?
Don't mention this word. Because
why not?
Not only PMLN, every party, national political party, they have interest, but
you're an
they're
alliance with
not allowed to exist even.
Because of? Because of who?
MQM.
I'll respectfully disagree.
Hang on.
I'll tell you why. Just let me answer.
On what basis do you say on?
What do we do?
Just within 10 hours, if you want to shut it down, the city, just start firing.
10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes, you can find it. What is the real reason? Within 10 minutes, Metro Road is empty,
so
Sadar is
has that
empty,
changed
all
now?
commercial is
Are you scared to come against that?
Has that changed?
And then
Let me tell
they
you what is
realize
happening
that
now.
what is happening, and the message now there is an independent media and free media. Then they realize, no, calm down.
Just
Okay,
add
no,
to what
I'm going
Nihal
to
was
just
saying.
I'll give you
just one.
In there is a kahavat.
But why don't we just let them say it, then you can answer.
Okay.
चिड़िया पर नहीं मार सकती.
So you,
this is the
Let me
situation.
add one thing here. Let me
but
add one
then
thing
you
here.
agree, good or bad, they do have Karachi.
No. Let me add one thing.
Good
here.
or bad? I'm not commenting.
I just want to add here. No, one second.
This area, Gulshan, there's an area called Disco Bakery in Gulshan Iqbal.
Right.
I have an office there. And one day, I just came out of the office and everybody's shops were closed. I asked people what happened. The shopkeeper told me there were two people came in with TTs in their hand. They were firing some shots and everybody went in and just closed the shop. You know what happened?
What can you imagine?
Let me tell you one thing. A common man cannot fight guns.
Yeah.
People here, I have been
You
competing
know
in my
what
locality.
happened in last 5 years? 12th May. I'm a
Okay,
lawyer.
may I ask
12th May.
you a quick
12th
sure,
May.
sure.
Who
My-
was
a very
Home
quick
Minister?
comment I'd like to make. अगर जानती है मानता हूँ.
नहीं, go
You
ahead.
can't say this in English. There was a time when Jamaat ruled Karachi, and you had Karachi beholden worse than whoever is accused of now. I can't say them.
I
don't
start
know.
off by saying one thing.
I just want to say
Faisal,
one thing.
Faisal,
I've always lived in
Let
Karachi.
us stop this subject. After the clear-cut judgment of full bench of Supreme Court, they have totally identified, they have declared and described who
I
are the
want to-
persons
I want to-
who
okay, go
are
ahead.
carrying
Okay.
arms, who are
Rashid,
having
go on.
military wings.
I just wanted
It
to.
is-
Let him defend.
It is not a, it
Okay,
is my,
okay.
just
Let
a minute. It is not a political party's acquisition or a media man's acquisition. It is a
It's not a
judgment
judgment.
of
It's
a
not-
Supreme Court.
No. It was just a observation which
Please.
came from reports which were filed from a
Observation?
very impartial.
Except
Let
PMLN.
him comment. Let him comment.
Except PMLN.
Please let him
If you
comment.
let
Go
me
ahead.
talk, I
Please,
can answer
please,
that.
go on.
First of all, I would like to start off by what Nihal Saab said about we can't come here because there's one party which doesn't allow us. On record, I'm saying this and you can verify this. Karachi, the number of parties present in Karachi, their offices, nowhere else in Pakistan. If that was the case, why would this be happening? I'll talk about PTI, their favorite party. PTI, the biggest, they held a really huge jalsa here. And the night they did, I saw all these other parties, just going off against them. And the only leader who came online and actually said, well done, everyone has the right to be, they can do rally wherever they want to. And we were okay with that. So I don't.
Peshawar and Lahore
We appreciate it. We appreciate who does that.
Every political party is.
So I'm saying same is the case with Karachi. You're most welcome
But his
to.
point is, it's also in Karachi. No one's stopping
Good,
you.
since you said we're
I
stopping.
think that's
Okay,
right.
let me finish.
Go ahead.
And when we talk about the law and order situation here and the issues here, HRCP, which has been a very autonomous and impartial organization, and in the past has also said a lot of things against MQM, took out a report, and I think majority of these 5 years, majority of the workers which have been assassinated in the past 5 years have been off MQM. So who's the victim here, my friend? I ask you that. Who's the victim here? And one second. So
Actually, the only thing what I'm trying to say is
you
this.
should sympathize with that.
The only
You
thing
should
what I'm
feel
saying
the pain
you're
of the people of
basically
Karachi.
disconnecting yourself from the people of Karachi.
No, I'm not.
You are. So what happening is this, whenever I've been
What
complaining-
about the people who
Just
actually
listen to me.
are cutting necks and playing FIFA soccer?
Let me tell you what. The
heads
three
of
government
government
parties, the three government
I
parties which ruled the last 5 years.
I'll take a very short break.
Sure, go ahead.
But after the break, I'd like to bring this back.
Sure.
But this was not my intention to go Karachi, but I'm going to now use Karachi for this discussion. Fine. They're the biggest, whatever you want to call them, tyrants. They say you're the biggest tyrants. Nihal Saab said nobody's been able to come in. I grant you all your statements, but that's the past. My question in about 2 minutes when we come back is, fine. You say that they've lost the crown, unpopular. Now it's your turn,
Yes, it is our turn.
or your turn. Are you taking this city? And if you are, what are you offering? And if you are getting it again,
We'll tell you.
what are you offering? Because I don't think the whole city is depressed or anxiety, but
You don't
yes,
think? We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that.
but yeah, there are worrisome signs, no doubt. So we'd like to discuss that, and I'm just now interested in 2013 onwards, what are you offering? I wish Mr. Ali Qazi was here from PTI. We would have taken his comments as well, but I guess not. Let's take a short break. Thank you for staying with us. You're watching Perspectives. Ms. Alizadi, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time. I just wonder how you will manage a country which is so clear that you want to manage, given the lack of organization and lack of an agenda. I'd like to come back to Karachi in a second, but just to give you a recap, where the discussion went, unfortunately, was why Karachi is in such turbulence. Obviously, the left bank is accusing the right bank, even though I think that's the right and the left.
Good one.
But the left bank is accusing the right bank.
So we start from Ali Zadi.
I just want to give him a recap of what happened.
What I'm mentioning is that the first question was for Ali Zadi.
Of course, but that's where it went. And I said, after the break, we would like to discuss whatever's happened has happened. You have 4 participants. You have no interest in Karachi. Nihal Hashim Saab has no interest in Karachi. I mean, he took offense to that, and you've taken offense to that. Because if he had interest in Karachi...
I haven't taken offense, I'm just surprised with your question.
But I'm saying it based on what we hear on your slogans, what we hear in Jalsas, what we hear in your representation. These 2 parties have massive interest in Karachi.
Yes, we have.
You have indirect interest.
No, we have direct interest.
Indirect interest.
Direct interest.
You have no... I'll let you defend on that.
Okay.
So we said we'll see what you guys are now going to offer if you get Karachi. Let's see who gets Karachi, what you offer. But first, the first question was, today, all I kept hearing was, Mia Saab, you're not getting a second term, and I want to have a mulakra with you. I think Mazakara, but mulakra, I remember Angrezi ka mulakra. Why just Mia Saab? Why not Munawar Hassan Saab? Why not Altaf Hussain Saab? Why not Zardari Saab? Oh, he can't. Why not Bilawal Bhutto Saab? Why not other leaders? Why just them? What have they done so? And let me just say one thing so you don't go there. Before the electioneering started, your point was very valid, that they're the ones standing in the way of change. Now that's over. Now it's an open field. So the nation would love to see a fantastic debate amongst all leaders, sir.
Firstly, I'd like to apologize for being late.
That's all right. Time slips by.
It's election time.
Time slips by.
It's election time, and your time. I don't manage my time anymore, and for whatever reason. But I just want to add that I'm actually not taking any shows because of the same reason. But
we won't bother you.
Thank you very much for
we won't disturb you again.
And I can't say no to you for
no, you won't have
many reasons. A lot of common people will kill me.
They won't. Please go.
So your question, look, basically what Khan Saab is saying, or what we are saying, is that why not have a debate? Now, who are we going to have a debate with? Altaf Hussain Saab is out of the country.
It's technology, for God's sake.
Hold on. So
let's get him on a video.
He's out of the country.
Let's get him on a video.
Munawar Hussain Saab, the Jamaat Islami is actually not a party of the status quo because they boycotted the elections in 2008. And we've actually had a very clear stated policy that we will not form an alliance, although Ali is a friend, but on a political level that PTI is not going to form an alliance with any party who has been part of the status quo. And in our opinion, the actual battle, especially for 61% of this country, of this great nation, is in Punjab. And because Mia Saab wants to, is an aspirant as Mr. Imran Khan Saab is, for the office of the Prime Minister.
And what about People's Party, out of curiosity?
I don't think they stand a chance. They have nobody here to defend.
But that's
defend them.
But that's a brutal assumption.
No, but it's not a brutal assumption. It's actually reality. I'm contesting from the interior of Sindh, being a city boy, and I am seeing it. I am seeing it. They can't even go out and campaign. They go even. I feel sad for the women folk who actually want and go, and they're still hanging on to Bhuttoism or Benazir. Okay. When they go, the other ladies that they go, they ring the bell, they throw them out. They say, "No, not justified."
Fair.
So People's Party is in Sindh, of course, but
fine.
Not in KP or Punjab.
Justified.
Yesterday, I was in Tendwala Yar, and it was huge, massive, not less than
yes, I heard about it.
50,000 people. And they all from rural areas. And Tendwala Yar is, by the way, the city is not that large, and it is a small town. So in a city like Tendwala Yar, Nawaz Sharif gathered 35,000 plus. So how one can say that people are hanging with that and throwing it out? Because they know, they have a past experience of Nawaz Sharif, that Dhadal Raj, Daku Raj was abolished during Nawaz regime. Nawaz has granted land to those Haris who don't have land, 25 acres and 60 acres, then green tractor scheme, then yellow cap motor for every across the board. It was not selected that either you are a member of KML and whosoever you are. If you are having a NIC, you are entitled to avail that chance. So people are fully aware, and we sacrifice our government in Sindh. While a person, a renowned person, a noble person of Pakistan, Hakim Saeed, was murdered. We said, no, we can't sit in such circumstances. And during our tenure, we abolished Bhatta system. There is no target killing. We abolished, we established
again you've gone into the past. I want to focus on the future.
Yes. No,
my question was,
we are the party.
Who is the candidate for Prime Minister from People's
My question
Party?
is Zedi's justification.
Let's find out.
My question is Zedi's
Who's the Prime
justification of
Minister
why he's focusing
candidate?
on you.
Who's the leader?
Was that a fair justification? Do you accept that or not?
No. Look, because there is no other than Nawaz Sharif. No stature is there. He is the only statesman. Look at his statement. He is not talking ke ye kar dunga, wo kar dunga. He is giving a man of stature and
Come on,
status.
he is.
No. He is not talking any rubbish like
Wo
other
Zargari
political
Go
leaders.
Naraz par in your
Go Zargari Go is a very popular nara. Zar Baba
I'm not
Charlie
talking about
Go is a
that.
very
He was
popular
making
nara.
promises today.
Because
He'll
it
do
is
this.
evident from all circumstances
I'm just
what they
smiling.
have done.
You kind of agree with me?
I'm just trying to say one thing here is, I think we need,
Running a country is different from running a cricket team.
I think the only thing what we need to focus here
You
is
need a experienced team.
What have you done in Punjab? You ran Punjab for 5 years. What have you done?
We
Except
have
Lahore,
done.
what have you done?
What we have not done.
You haven't
Just go and see Lahore. There is a
I
difference.
said, that's why I said, leave Lahore
There
out.
is not, there is
What
not
about
a single
95%
charge of
of
any
Let me come
corruption,
up here.
competency. You can just provide me one Shehbaz Sharif. You just give an example
You have
out of these
basically-
5 rulers.
As a
Whether he is
political
Raja
party, gone
Ashraf,
back
whether
on
he is-
every commitment promise that you ever
We
made.
have done
You said
every-
we will not take people
One
from
can-
PMLQ.
Can anyone can fight
You have
with
said that we
Ganji
will
like
not let
Shehbaz
Musharraf come
fight?
to this country. He is
What
here.
we have
You
given
said
the
we-
youth.
You have
not
taken
the youth
Brigadier
has
Ejaz.
Can we-
What do you have program?
Can we get one by? Can we go one by
You have
one?
taken Jatoi, who has
If
actually
we are
stated
providing
that corruption
corruption
to our
to
youth.
Okay, now, come on. Rashid has a unique perspective.
People say that Shehbaz Sharif copies Mustafa Kamal, the same style of work.
And they say he copies Imran
I
Khan.
think the one thing.
How can I copy that?
Shehbaz Sharif.
Ali Rashid, perhaps you are
Shehbaz
not aware.
Sharif.
Just a minute. Ali Rashid, Mustafa Kamal is too young when he was not even in politics. What Shehbaz has done for Punjab. Everyone knows.
That's the
Just
beauty
go
of
and
it,
learn
you know,
from the
promoting
history.
youth, bringing
What
young
he's
people.
done.
I was the
Shehbaz
youngest
is a
MP in the
role
last
model of
in the assembly, you
Pakistan's
know that.
development
The
project.
youngest.
I think one thing has to
That
be
is something.
identified.
We have got
70
agreed.
ministries for 5 years. They
Yes,
have no
yes,
people to
yes,
run the
70
government.
ministries expensive.
They have no people.
Let me just add one thing
People,
here, please.
but people are trusting to
I think
that.
one thing is very important we all must understand here is this. And Faisal Sahib was asking you what can Jamaat offer in the next 5 years.
Thank you.
And what
Let's
I was trying
move
to
forward.
say is this, we will definitely offer hope to the people of Pakistan. The hope which has lost in the last 5-10 years in Pakistan. You know,
No,
That's PTI slogan.
I'm going to let me just go beyond. Let me be very categorical. I'll make it categorical for you. I don't want hope.
okay, let me just.
I don't want hope. I want 6 hospitals.
I'm coming towards that.
I'll be very categorical.
I am coming towards that.
I want, sir, I want police reform.
Yeah.
I want police size.
You just find it in Lahore. Not a
Let me-
single
let me-
Safari can
I
be removed.
understand what you're
There is no Safari.
You
On
don't
merit.
understand.
On merit.
Yes, I understand.
No, you
In
don't
Punjab,
understand.
government on
If you
merit.
did, you would focus on that.
Let's tell you.
Let's just go there. How
I
many days?
tell you what. I tell you.
How many
When-
days into government will you announce this?
when people in Pakistan are unable to eat something, and
no,
the people of Pakistan
that's
are
slogan.
unable, not slogan.
That's like
I
Shindar.
can give you when fire went in my house,
What is our
and when the
prospect?
people were killed outside my house, at that moment.
How many days will it take you to announce police
Let
reform?
me finish one thing here. You know, when you talk about these things, I think you are out of people. I think you're living
sorry?
somewhere else. Yes.
Police reform?
Let me
I'm out of
finish my-
people?
That's the need of the hour.
Let me
part of our
let me
manifesto.
finish myself here.
Okay.
This is
No, God
the
forbid,
only-
don't finish yourself.
You know what happened? I was sitting with an SHO in one of the thanas, and I asked him, "Yeah, the ticketing is going on. मेरे घर पे ticketing हो गई. You are not doing anything." He said, "Yes, you know, in Gulshan Bagh, Mustafa Kamal sir lives, and he has 3 police vans. My best people are here to protect him.
That's not
Yeah,
true. He
let
goes
me
around
finish.
with one.
Let me finish.
Let me.
You know, he said
He's on the hit
No, I have to
list of
interject because
Taliban,
I will not get the answers
unlike
I
him.
want. I'll run out of time. Hang on. My questions are direct. How many days into government will you announce police reforms enforced never to be withdrawn like Mr. Musharraf did?
Yeah.
How many days will it take you to order and initiate hospitals, schools?
You know, Jamaat-e-Islami is the only party
I-
which
yeah,
can...
how many days? How many days?
Within 6
What
months,
has Musharraf?
we
What did
can- we
Musharraf
can
do?
change entire
Forget that.
Pakistan scenario.
Forget that.
You know what happened? You're talking about police
How
reform.
many
I tell
days
you.
into the
I
government will
tell
you do
you,
it?
when
Look, I will tell you,
Khan
it
came
is
into
not,
power,
let me
90
tell you.
days.
Everything
90 days.
we will address
See,
corruption. You will see even less.
Abolish.
Sorry. I want
Answer my
to
direct
follow.
question with the direct answer.
Ground
I'll
reality
give you a
is something
direct
different.
answer.
90
Please, I
days
will-
is
We're getting a direct answer.
No,
please.
I will give you a direct answer
Please.
about police reform, right?
Yeah.
A, you cannot have police servicemen inducted on political basis.
But I know that. That's the police
Okay.
reform.
So,
How many days will it take you to sign that order?
day one, we've said
Thank you.
we'll break the walls of all the governor houses. That's our
Why
stated
would you do
policy. Because we want to convert them into
It's a heritage
social
site.
welfare. No, it's not
Phenomenal
heritage site.
people.
It's a heritage site.
So then make it into a beautiful park. Let it open it up for people. Let them go and have.
Qaeda and Muhammad Ali Jinnah's.
We will open universities. Yeah, we've turned them
Yeah,
into.
I don't want to. I don't want to sound
I
like
mean, we've actually
my
stated our
apologies for this
policies very
interjection. I was just reading on the way to.
Then
to
better
studio.
first
So
go-
just one question. I was while driving you.
Bunny Galas, what
Just
about?
one second. That you will.
Banigala was not made by
So my
rotting the
question.
country.
So my question. That you will abolish the palace of the Prime Minister House, and the Prime Minister House will be shifted to Imran Khan's residence in Banigala. Why?
We never said he's going to.
It was an interview.
Really?
That's one of the. He owns it. Why should we actually expect people of Pakistan to pay? He's got a house to live in. So why
No.
not
The
them
Prime
there?
Minister House that will be declared the Prime Minister
No,
House.
it's not the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister's office is there. We'll go and if he
Imran
becomes the
Khan
Prime
loses
Minister.
after that. Will the new Prime Minister get his house?
That is his own personal house.
You know what is the amount of the money is
Yeah,
being
sir.
spent
Look,
on the
he's
private
made that house from
houses,
the money
the
he made.
governor houses,
It's
and
just
the
gimmickry.
Faisal,
You know what?
getting
You know
off
what
topic.
PMLN's gimmickry?
Pakistan.
Minar-e-Pakistan camp office. It's all gimmicks.
NQM is
We
the
don't
most
need that.
realistic.
We don't need that from them. We don't need it from you.
No, but what's the gimmick?
I need solid,
I'm giving you the
educated,
solid.
smart, direct.
That's
You are
NQM
new
for
at gimmicks. These are the gods of gimmicks. And the lords of gimmicks. It's all gimmickry.
Only reality here.
You're new at it.
We are not talking about Russian
For
Pakistan.
forming a government, at least you need 150 plus numbers
In the assembly. Yeah.
in the assembly.
Right.
So the parties who have passed experience or the parties are in run and they have put in their candidates for more than 100 seats, they can talk of national change and reform and whatever.
Mhm.
If particularly if you focus Karachi, the prime thing is security and investment and abolition this party system, Bhatta system,
The security.
and reform in police. We can't say that we will overthrow everything first day. No, it's not possible. Humanly, it is not practical.
Right.
So we will induct the same procedure what we have inducted in Punjab.
I
Recruiting
hope
of
that
police
doesn't happen.
people. See? Number two,
500,
total
1200 policemen.
PEPRA will
arrived.
be introduced fully. Total transparency will be introduced fully, and then there is an energy crisis. Everyone is saying 90 days studies. No, there is a gap between the DESCO and power generating forces and landline losses, and there is a lot of things are there.
I'm sure
so we can
someone is
resolve
directly
these.
on issues.
We have experts. We have experts.
3-year process.
Okay,
It is
I
not
have a
3
question
years.
for Mr.
Stated
Kutub.
energy policy.
I have a
Circular
question
debt is very.
I have a question for Mr. Kutub.
How come they haven't done it in Punjab now?
Lahore is not- how come-
How come
I want
I want-
after the 18th amendment?
No, there is no provision in 18th amendment. Ali, please go through the 18th amendment. There is no provision. No. Then give me.
I don't think you want that.
Singh or Balochistan had done this? No. Just to go and study
No,
18th
but they're not
amendment.
even
There is
claiming.
nothing has been mentioned over
People's
there.
Party is not claiming. They are claiming to buy the whole country.
Unless the
You
federal
are
government
claiming to
sign an agreement with the power generation companies, unless there is no one system of generating system and line, you can't. The provincial government can't.
I need to bring it to a point which Rashid has raised, extremism, which is very crucial. But quick note. You said that Mustafa Kamal has 3
mobile.
Yes.
He's on the hit
But
list.
you're-
of extremists.
Me?
And he just has
Why
one.
can't he hire his own
My
job?
question,
We don't have any
sir, my
security
question,
He's
Sir,
my money.
Gautam,
to
my
be
question,
spent on his security.
Gautam, take my question.
Yes, sure.
Senator.
Your election partners had 900
12.
plus.
12.
I think 900.
No,
Sir, it's stated on the website.
wrong.
They just reduced
Wrong.
750 people.
No.
Yeah.
At a time there are 25. No, at a
750
time there are 25 and rest of the guards are from their own company. For
1200
me,
policemen.
just ask me. I don't have a police single.
I'm not talking about you, Raja. I'm talking about Mr. Subhash Sharif that 750
As
people were
been
just withdrawn.
No, 700. It is
It was announced 750.
No. Look, the election commission has categorically
these
made
are
it
documented
fact.
facts.
No, it is not
facts.
documented.
I may not know.
What
but
we
it's there.
propose,
Ignorance.
all political leadership
Okay, I have-
should not have any police guards with them, whoever they are.
But you just
Why? Because we are also
We are on the
moved
hit
out
list.
in Karachi,
Okay, I have
and nobody has a
I have
car.
4 minutes and I want,
Yeah,
I want
because
1 minute from each person. I have 4 minutes, 1 minute from each person. It's very crucial and I touch this every day. What, sir, are you going to do with the extremism, not just religious extremism, but overall extremism in our society? And one form of extremism is the violence and abuses your followers throw out at people the moment you're questioned.
Where do the who?
Oh, I am taking a lot of beating
Oh,
right
you're
now.
talking about
Wherever.
You're talking about
Wherever. That's all extremism.
Faisal. There's 1 minute answer. right?
I'm saying, what will you do about this whole extremist ideology?
You know, you change a nation by changing the hearts and minds of people. You don't enforce it. You can't do it.
Right.
You have to market your ideas. You cannot. America has failed in Afghanistan. America has failed wherever they've taken over, wherever they've used force. But where and when they've used, they've used marketing tactics to sell their ideas, you might not agree with them, but they've succeeded. Historically, you can never rule by force. You cannot rule people, you cannot rule a person on the street who knows that my last 5 seconds, who knows that he will not get justice from the state, therefore he takes the law in his own hands. And there is no boundaries of hate and there's no boundaries
I
of
don't
love.
think you're up
They
to-
keep hating it.
I'm not sure if you're up to date.
No,
Quetta has had 4 blasts in the last 90 minutes.
I'm not up to date.
Yeah, you need to be up to date because I don't
yeah.
think we have time to
I don't have-
do this
I-
change of
yeah.
heart.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we do.
I
You
don't
have to
think we
separate.
have-
We
We
have
have to
4
separate.
blasts in 90 minutes. I don't think we
Sir,
have time
I'll
to
be
negotiate, sir.
I think we need to
I'm going to come to you.
eradicate it from the root, and I think we need to be very firm about it. I think the time has gone where we try to change hearts or talk to people. And I think especially in Karachi, extremism is obviously no. Well,
By bombing, then we have it. It's only
I'm
gone
not
up.
just
It hasn't
talking.
come
We're not
down.
just talking about bombing them. I'm generally saying that what have we
That
done
policy is failed.
in the past 5 years? Altaf Bhai has been actually pinpointing that the extremist elements are coming down here. What did the enforcement agencies do? Nothing. We are between a rock and a hard place, right?
Thank you. Enforcement agencies needed to be
That's a very
ordered by
valid
you.
We ordered it.
No,
We
exactly.
informed
The government-
the home minister was, psychotic.
matter.
No, that does matter. The guy was not
The
willing to
government,
listen.
in any form,
He
and
was
I'm-
distributing
and-
300,000
Let-
licenses,
let me mention,
making a
let me
militant.
mention, even they, the opposition, are responsible.
Yes, they are.
Government is government. Sir, I have one
I
minute.
think we need to change our policy. We need to change policy in the fact that we should not support America. We should make our own policy. Even in Karachi, we must stop MQM, ANP, People's Party, whoever they are, and whatever they're doing, we must stop
Very
them
quickly, I have to get
from
back to
doing
now.
with
No
this.
militant wing.
No
For
military
a
wing,
country
and
like-
Karachi can
For a
become
country
peaceful
like
whenever we start
Pakistan,
doing it.
a country like Pakistan, where Osama bin Laden has been discovered and found, we don't have a national terrorism policy. I think MQM is the only party that is actually.
I think that first of all, we should be honest to ourselves, to the nation, uphold the rule of law, and strictly apply the principle of law. And law is for everyone. Everyone is equal before the eyes of law, and there should not be any distinction. When you establish, even in Karachi, when there was only 2, 3, 4 no-go areas, those who established no-go areas, now they are facing no-go areas. Now 29 no-go areas are for them. So if you strictly go for rule of law, and you will strictly go on merit and honesty, you will resolve
Your
everything.
minister in Punjab is with me live TV admitted to giving money to Lashkar-e-Janga. No way, it is not only
goes
just,
around campaigning
he
with
goes around campaigning
No,
with
no,
this
I
part,
can-
he's
campaign plan.
you
No,
want
they
to
are not just
what,
being-
let's
Taking
go
a
now.
false
Go ahead now.
statement, Ali
I
Jadida.
have to.
You are taking a false
I have to
statement.
admit
No,
it.
admitted it.
There are pictures. Yeah.
Thank
He
you.
admitted it.
Thank
Giving
you.
money. It is like a bharat what your leader is working.
Whatever is
Say,
happening.
no, no, it is a
But that
bharat.
is on record.
That is not on record.
Okay.
No way.
Thank you very much,
I want
all of
to add
you.
more things on that.
I can do another show and give you a chance on that. Thank you very much. Just one note on Qutb, what Qutb said, that, we need to break away from American policy. These two parties are talking about we need to bring in young people, we need to bring in, no offense to anyone, no offense to you, sir, but I would for once like to hear these parties talk about the candidates, their capabilities. If an American policy is good policy, I don't really mind. If it's a French policy or a Brazilian policy, I don't care. South Korea learned from us. It's perfectly all right. PIA built airlines of the world. Perfectly all right. Our plans used by the world. It's perfectly all right. So if somebody has a good plan, let's use it. We have to get over this country and that country and this people or that people. Let's just learn from the world. Let's not reinvent the wheel. It's easy. It's 2013. And I, in the end, demand and request people use your vote with wisdom. And the first and the last wisdom is, don't look at parties. Look at each and every candidate, their capability to make your laws or not. Until next time, thank you very much, all of you. Good night.